Hey Siddharth, how's it going? Who just joined us? Three more people joined us. Hello, Samaya. Good morning. Hey Ethan. Hey Meg. Hey Aaron Peters. Hey Alton. Aaron, I only say your name like that because why do I say your name like that? All right, so Siddharth, Sumaya, Ethan, Meg, Aaron, and Alton have all said hi, and there's only four people left in the stream, and it makes me a little sad. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Good morning, me. So, okay. Aaron, I only say that introduction because, why do I say it? Because you always write it completely capitalized. Uh, Hayes capitalized, Mister's capitalized, so's capitalized, exclamation point, and your name is also in all caps. So you're using your Bronx Science account. I think it's really funny. I want you to keep it up. You make my morning every morning when you say hello that way. Can you guys tell me really quickly what your other classes are doing this week? I just want to get a sense of like what your lives are like and like how you're vibing this week. You know. So what are your other? Tell me. What are your other classes doing this week? You can tell me like what two of your classes are doing or whatever, and like what a typical day looks for you like right now. Right. I just want to see how you're doing. Hey Dahlia, how's it going? Yeah, so for those of you just joining, like a little late, I just want to ask what your other teachers doing during this like spring break week, and how you're doing. Like, I just want to get a sense of like your lives, so we're like on the same page, um, etc., etc. Help me out. Help me help you. And if Really, guys, you're not going to answer the question? I hope there's no responses in the chat because you guys are typing up longer responses. Because I'm just going to wait. Your sleep schedule got messed up, so you're playing catch up with all your classes right now. Oh wow, get specific, Dahlia. Like, what time were you sleeping? What time are you waking up? What time do you want to wake up now? So most of your assignments are due Friday, so the teachers are giving you the whole week. Workload has been pretty light this week, less than the last couple, so there's less stress. Aaron, did you find the previous weeks were pretty stressful or not? That's an interesting take. Most of my teachers have 1 or 2 assignments given out, but nothing crazy. All right, so I want to address your first answer, Aaron. Like, did you find the other weeks stressful then, if you're considering this week less stressful? Meg, my other classes are all doing like 1 slightly bigger assignment throughout the week. How do you feel about that, Meg? Like, how do you feel about this 1 slightly bigger assignment? Do you feel like it's manageable? Do you like it? Tell me how you feel. Ethan, well, in the morning I start to do an assignment. In the afternoon I just watch YouTube and use Steam. Okay. They aren't giving a lot of work. All right, cool. Hi, Vicky. Hey, Alex. I have asked those of us joining the stream to let me know how your lives are right now, which means I want to know what your other teachers are doing this week and what your typical day looks like this week too, just for you. Like, when are you eating? When are you waking up? How are you spending your time? How are you feeling? Are you sad? Are you journaling? I would recommend journaling. Okay. And I'm asking follow-up questions. So Aaron, with a follow-up answer to my follow-up question, I wouldn't say it was stressful, but I had a fair amount of work to do. A lot more than I had back at school, typically. Yikes, that's not good. I have less work this week, so more time to relax and whatnot. Cool. How are you relaxing, Aaron? Meg, to be honest, I've been really stressed out about online learning, so I'm kind of behind on my classes, and I'm using this week to catch up on, so I'm grateful for the chance to catch up without a flood of other assignments. Great. Me too. So I'm offering this week as a chance for all of you who haven't turned in stuff to catch up as well. And I have 1 minor assignment. It's like a 2-paragraph written thing I'll send out later today. It's about the electric motor. It's a follow-up assignment to the Friday assignment. Okay. Hi, Cassie. So I've asked, I want to get to know how you guys are doing. So that means tell me what your other teachers are doing during this off week. And 2, tell me what your typical daily schedule looks like this week. I hope you're sleeping at a reasonable hour. Meg journals. Good. I highly recommend all of you to journal. I'll show you my journal. Okay? Will I read it to you? No. Here's my journal. Oh, yikes. Do I do it every day? No. So those are just 3 separate thoughts from 3 separate days during this period of isolation. It really helps me organize my thoughts, and it just clears things up a little bit. And it's something to look back onto when you reflect on this time. You never know the kinds of things your journaling can turn into. You can end up publishing them as a book. You can take excerpts from them and write a complete essay. You can take excerpts from them and write poetry about it. Whatever, just journal. It doesn't have to be every day, but I encourage you to do it every day. Okay. Vicky, teachers have been pretty light with work. It's definitely less work than school, but less motivation to do it. Most assignments are due on the 20th, which would be Sunday. Vicky, what's something teachers could do? I'm asking follow-up questions, right? This is a real conversation we're having today. Like those, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the chess world, but there are some exhibition matches where like grandmasters will face like 20 people at once. And there's like 20 people lined up at a very long table, and he just goes, makes a move, goes to the next table, makes a move, goes to the next table, looks at it for like 5 seconds, makes another move. That's what I feel like I'm doing by having all these conversations, but I definitely like it. Vicky, I would ask you, what's something teachers could do to increase your motivation? Like what's a tactic or something that we could change to make you more motivated? Uh, Julian, Dahlia, I went to sleep around 12, wake up around 12. So, wow, that's 12 hours sleep. You have to set an alarm clock. There's a paradox in which, like, if you sleep too much, you get more tired. Okay. And you want to avoid that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Gallagher's making a Minecraft house. Nice. It's really hard to stay motivated to do the work, so I'm glad I can make up the work this week. I'm going to ask you the exact same question I asked Vicky then, Dahlia. What can the teachers do differently to make it more motivating? I try to draw. Ethan, dude, no one's looking at your drawings. Just keep drawing, all right? Confidence for what? No one's looking at them, okay? Aaron, I'm getting some extra sleep, which is nice. I've also been watching some TV, doing some baking. What TV shows are you watching? What are you baking? To be honest, my journal entries have all been the same. Today was exactly the same as yesterday, but I'm very bored and tired. But I write poetry sometimes. That's great. Yeah, Meg, to be honest, that's why I only have 3 journal entries, because I feel like I have nothing new to write. I feel like I've explored a lot of the ideas that I wanted to explore. The first journal entry was just about how small my apartment is and how I feel like a hamster in a cage in this like self-contained unit of living. Like I have everything I need, much like how a hamster has everything they need, like a bowl of food, a bottle of water, an exercise wheel. And so you would think that I should be fine because I have everything I need, but I don't feel fine. That's one idea I was exploring. The other idea, what was I exploring in the second one? How I'm experiencing. The second one was more funny. It was about how I experience symptoms. Like my hair is greasy, my back hurts from lying down too much. There's like a thin, gritty layer of unknown substance on my teeth. I have difficulty breathing, like I'm not coughing, but I sigh a lot now. And how all my doctor friends tell me this is not a symptom of the virus. But then I ask, how could it not be a symptom of the virus? And then the third one is a lot more sad. Anyways, so yeah, and those are like the 3 ideas that were like that I've basically been dealing with, and that's all I have to write. And if a new one pops up, I'll definitely write that down. Okay, so okay, Alex, you wrote some poetry, amazing. Can you send me your poem, please? I don't know what oxygen is. Sorry, Ethan. Dahlia, to be honest, I kind of wish the teachers would check in on me. All right, Dahlia. That is something that I think that's something a lot of teachers are finding that's easier to do in person. Obviously, it's a lot easier to see if a student is upset or could use some talking to when we're face to face. And when we're remote and there's like 150 students, it's extremely hard to, not that I'm like defending myself or the other teachers, I'm just trying to explain why it's harder for us to do this now. And I really wish there was an easier way for us to be able to see and to check up on you. I'm not really sure. It's more because when we were in school, I felt motivated to do work since I knew that I would get home pretty late. So, Vicky, you're saying the more time you have makes you less motivated. You want like a self-imposed time crunch? Aaron, I rotate shows a lot, so Lost, Suits, Parks and Rec. I've baked mostly chocolate chip cookies, waffles, that counts too. Have you tried the Bon Appetit chocolate chip recipe, Aaron? I've heard that is the best. Out of all my friends who bake a lot, they've told me that it is the best. I'm going to link it here. The thing that makes it really good is they brown the butter. Okay. I felt pretty unproductive even with the schoolwork, so I've been doing a lot of baking and watching shows and movies. That's great, Sumaya. What shows and movies are you watching? Any recommendations? Hmm. I want to try some of the ways they make eggs. If you guys look up Gordon Ramsay makes scrambled eggs, that's my method that I would recommend every time how to make scrambled eggs. If you're they end up really runny and slightly undercooked, but that's the best part. It almost turns into a spread that you can put on toast. It's so liquidy and it looks weird, and if you're used to like really overdone eggs that are like rubbery and stuff, it can be a little discomforting, but I assure you the taste is so good. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. Um, okay, cool. Oh, so there's nothing the teachers can do to help you in that case, right? I want to think about how we can motivate you better. Okay, how I can motivate you better. All right. For those of you who missed it, I'm taking this week to teach a philosophy course as an extension of Philosophy Club. I call it remote clubbing. And if you're interested in joining, please email me and I'll email you an additional Google Classroom code so you can join that class. We're learning all about who doesn't watch Bon Appetit. It's 2020. They're the biggest thing in 2020. I love Claire. I love Chris, but I think he leans into his brand too much. Like early Brad is great, and after he started realizing like what the audience kind of liked, he kind of like started overdoing it. I feel, but he's a cool guy. Um, yes, the Gordon Ramsay scrambled egg video, amazing. I have a deadline to submit to a poetry competition tomorrow. Do it, Dahlia. Of course, the Gourmet Make series is how I was introduced to Bon Appetit, their video channel. I was thinking about making Claire's shortbread cookies instead of when she made Girl Scout cookies. Like her base was a shortbread recipe, but I ended up going with Chris Morocco's instead. Will I try Claire's later? Who knows? I think one of her easier recipes that everyone can do is what? It's probably the bagel bites, right? Everything else is like really high end, kind of gourmet. But her recipe for bagels is quite simple, so maybe we'll do that. Oh, Ethan, that's probably my. I think Jamie's a cool guy and he's a pretty accomplished chef, but his voiceovers on like the 50 different ways to cook thing are so annoying. The way that it's like a voiceover and it's not live, and how he fakes like the eating noises, I just think is kind of gross and like completely unnecessary. Yeah, like dehydrators and stand mixers. I don't have a stand mixer. Rip. So, Cassie, we're gonna need to get you more motivated, huh? You and Vicky. I mean, I put the deadlines on the assignments, right? So, like 2 hours before the deadline, why can't you be feeling the crunch? You know? Yes. And you know the sad thing, Alton? All the comments on his videos are saying the same thing to get rid of the voiceovers. And they're not getting rid of the voiceovers. Like, just give the people what they want. How can you lack that much self-awareness? Like, it's just, people don't like it. It's gross. I don't want to hear, this is a real good, yeah, Jamie, come on. No one wants to hear that. Um, because it's just so fake, right? Like, and we all know it's fake. Um, I don't get it. No. Um, nice one, Aaron. Very original. Very original. All right, so have I been watching any shows, Ladiva? Besides some of the series on YouTube, like Bon Appetit stuff. No, I am trying to watch some movies though. Next on my list is what is next on my list? Killer of Sheep, a film by Charles Burnett. I intend on watching that this week while I have some time. It's only an hour and 23 minutes. If you guys want to watch that, we can watch it together. Um, I am taking advantage of the Berlin Philharmonic's digital concert hall free subscription this month. You basically have access to almost every live concert they've performed over the past, 10 years. And the remarkable thing is, like, I consider that orchestra to be the best orchestra in the world. Probably besides the Metropolitan Opera Orchestra. And their performances are incredible. Like, they're all live, and the sound engineering in that live hall is ridiculous. It's so good. But the best thing is, like, it's as good as any studio recorded thing. They perform live as good as in the studio, which is really rare for a professional orchestra to do. If you guys are interested, it's just Berlin Philharmonic Digital Concert Hall. Do it. I'm watching a concert. I'm watching pictures at an exhibition with my friend today. We're just gonna press play at the same time. And yeah, it's like a free month of that. Have I watched Tiger Tail? I do believe you mean Tiger King. I have not watched Tiger King. I just really don't want to. I'm not really interested in seeing that part of America. It just makes me really sad. Or that part of humanity in general. What else have I been watching? That's it. I'm mostly reading, not watching. I'm starting The Tale of Genji, so I'm very excited to start that book. It is known as the world's first novel, written over 1,000 years ago, and it's like really psychological. The novel wouldn't be too out of place besides its writing style, but the content and the plot wouldn't be too out of place today. Like, that's how ahead of its time it was. Oh, Oh, so you're not talking about Tiger King. Tiger Tail? I have no idea what Tiger. Josephine, do you mean to ask who my favorite fictional character is? That's a really broad question. Is there a particular character who I've read that I really identify with? Let me see. I'm looking at my bookshelf now, if you can't tell. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Cassandra, I am taking the time to learn something new. I can show you tomorrow what I'm learning. I ordered a lot of music. I'll show you. Okay, hold on. I have to use the restroom. I'm drinking way too much tea. Okay, so let's see. Am I taking the time to learn something new? Yes, I just ordered a bunch of. I'll show you. I'm so excited. Whoa. So I am taking the time right now to get reacquainted with my instrument that I played extensively in high school and in college. And ever since I graduated and started working, I don't have that much more time to play. But now I'm learning Bach's cello suites, which is super fun. Not really. I feel like I'm actually getting kind of sick of them because I'm playing them so much. It gets really old. Um, but in particular, I am learning the prelude to the first suite, which everybody should know, right? That's the really famous one in G that goes that's when that goes like that. I'm learning the minuets from that same suite, and then learning the prelude of the D minor suite, the second suite. Very pumped. And the saraband from the fifth suite. So get pumped for that. Nice. And I also ordered a lot of music. I ordered over $150 worth of music online, and it's supposed to be coming in the mail today. So thank you, Aaron. I'm super pumped about that. I ordered a recording microphone, like a professional quality recording microphone to record some tracks, dude. Yeah, man. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm reading a lot of philosophy, books I haven't read before. So right now, I'm reading a book I should have read a long time ago, Wittgenstein's Philosophical Investigations. So I'm learning that, which is really fun. What else? I don't know. I'm learning a lot about tea. That's a lifelong learning journey, I would say. Yeah. So that's all I will say about that, right? About what I'm learning. I'm trying to know you guys, right? Not me. So I switched up type of animal tail. No, I haven't watched. Okay. So Alex, you got to send me that poem, right? Remember that. Maybe. All right, you can't just be talking about and not share. It's what a tease. Cool. So we are 30 minutes into the stream. It is now half an hour past 11. Cool. And what do we want to do? Here's what I want to do. Okay. I want to drink some tea. And more importantly, what else do I want to do? I want to make sure we're all on the same page. You are going to get a written assignment today. Quick shout out and reminder, if you want to take the philosophy, I'm not going to call it a class. I will call it a course, but let's the more accurate description would be an inquiry, right? An inquiry into philosophy. If you're interested in joining in that, make sure to send me an email. I'll send you the Google Classroom code. If you have friends that are interested in joining, like who aren't in our class, just let me know. I'd happily add them. The first kind of assignment is technically due tomorrow morning, But and if you want to, yeah. And the thing is, if you are in that class, we're going to be talking about it in my AP stream in 10 in the morning. Okay, so if you're in the class, be sure to tune in at 10 a.m. instead of 11 a.m., right? Cool. So I'll give one more shout out about that and a reminder. If you want to join, remember just to email me. I'll send you the class code. All right. If there are no more other questions, I had so much fun uh, learning about you guys and just getting to know like what your lives are like. I hope we can do this again. I feel like I learned a lot. Cassie, you asked what am I learning? Well, I just learned a lot about you guys, so that's cool. And yeah, I'll see some of you tomorrow at 10 a.m. to discuss the Milesians and their view of natural philosophy and naturalism. And I'll see the rest of you tomorrow at at 11, right? Our normal time. Okay. Goodbye. Have a great day. Enjoy your lunch. I'm so hungry. I haven't even eaten breakfast. Yum. Bye. Wait. Okay, what? What, Alex? You just email me. Email me saying, I want to join. And I will email you the code. Okay? Yes. Have a great day, everybody.